Close your eyes, dear listener. Breathe in deeply, then let it go. Slowly, gently. The world is quiet now, and you are safe. This is your time to drift, to dream, to float into a place where the air is soft, the light is golden, and every sound is a whisper of comfort. Tonight, we journeyed to the valley of Everdream, a place where the sky holds a gentle glow, like candlelight, flickering in the distance. The air carries the scent of warm vanilla, and a slow, soothing breeze hums through the tall, silken grasses. Here, the rivers flow as softly as a lullaby, curling around ancient stones that have listened to the world's quietest secrets for centuries. In Everdream, time does not rush. It moves like a feather drifting in the air, unhurried, weightless, at peace. In this valley, nestled between rolling hills, there is a little cottage with windows that glow like fireflies in the night. Inside, an old storyteller sits by the hearth, wrapped in a thick woolen shawl the color of moonlight. Her voice is like velvet, smooth and slow, filling the air like the soft chime of distant bells. She does not hurry her words. She lets them dance and settle like petals on a quiet stream. Each night, she tells stories not to teach lessons or solve riddles, but simply to carry the listener into a world of warmth, a world where everything is soft and safe. Outside the cottage, a narrow path winds through a field of night-blooming flowers, their petals opening like tiny sighs as the stars wake above. A cat with fur as dark as twilight walks this path, tail curling in slow, sweeping arcs. It moves without sound, pausing only to listen to the song of the wind as it whispers through the trees. The cat knows where the path leads, to the lake where the moon rests upon the water, its reflection never rippling, never disturbed. By the lake, a traveler plays a wooden flute, the melody weaving through the air like a thread of silver. The notes rise and fall, circling the water, calling to the fireflies that flicker lazily above the reeds. The traveler is at peace, feet dipped in the cool, glassy water, watching the sky shift from deep indigo to the softest shade of blue. There is no rush. There is only the song, the stars, the endless quiet of a night wrapped in kindness. Further along the valley, a gentle owl perches upon an ancient branch, its feathers brushed with the faintest traces of stardust. It watches the world below with wise, knowing eyes. The owl does not hurry its thoughts. It listens to the hush of the breeze, to the rustle of the leaves, to the deep and endless stillness that makes the night feel like a lullaby. And when the time is right, it spreads its wings, gliding without a sound, carrying dreams upon its back, leaving nothing but a whisper in the wind. Everything in Everdream moves like this, slow, soft, serene. No moment is rushed, no step is hurried. Here, time is a gentle thing, wrapping around you like a warm blanket, tucking you in with a sigh of quiet contentment. The world hums in harmony, the night carries you gently, and the stars hold you in their glow. Now, let yourself drift. Let your thoughts grow quiet. The valley will hold you, the night will watch over you, and sleep will come as softly as a feather falling onto the earth. Rest now. Dream sweetly. You are safe, you are warm, you are home. The night deepens, and the valley of Everdream breathes in perfect harmony. The wind is a hush of velvet, moving through the trees with the softness of a whisper, carrying the scent of blooming jasmine and sweet chamomile. A silver mist begins to gather over the hills, twining around the old stone pathways like a lullaby woven from light and air. It is the kind of night that feels endless, the kind that holds the world in a gentle embrace and asks nothing in return. Beyond the lake, where the moonlight rests like a quiet promise upon the water, there is a garden hidden between the hills. It is not an ordinary garden. It is a place of quiet wonder, where flowers glow like tiny lanterns, their petals pulsing softly with a golden light. The air is filled with the faintest hum, as though the earth itself is singing a melody too soft to hear, but felt in the heart like a warm embrace. A young girl wanders through this enchanted place, her steps unhurried, her breath slow and steady. She wears a cloak woven from the night sky, its deep indigo fabric shimmering with threads of silver, mirroring the stars above. In her hands, she holds a lantern, though she does not need it to see. The light from the flowers is enough to guide her, casting a gentle glow on the path ahead. She walks without destination, for in this place there is no need to hurry. There is only the rhythm of the earth, the hush of the wind, the endless unfolding of the night. High above, the stars shimmer in a slow celestial dance, their light reflecting upon the drifting clouds. In the distance, bells chime, not loudly, but in a soft, lingering way, as though the night itself is singing. The sound carries through the valley, curling into the quiet corners, wrapping itself around the treetops, gliding over the river like a ribbon of sound. It is a melody without beginning or end, a lullaby that belongs to no one and everyone at once. By the river's edge, a gentle deer stands, its coat dappled with the soft glow of the stars. It moves with grace, drinking from the crystal clear water, its reflection merging with the sky. Nearby, a family of foxes curls up beneath the shade of a willow tree, their breaths slow, their dreams gentle. The world here is kind, and everything in it moves as one, a symphony of stillness, a harmony of quiet wonder. Not far from the garden, tucked beneath the protective branches of an ancient oak, an elderly man sits with a small wooden instrument in his lap. His fingers move lazily over the strings, plucking out a tune as soft as a sigh. The melody drifts into the night like a feather carried by the breeze, touching every leaf, every petal, every closed eyelid in the valley. He does not play to be heard. He plays because the night sings with him, because the valley listens, because the stars hum along. Fireflies rise like tiny embers in the darkness, their glow flickering in the air, tracing patterns too intricate for the eye to follow. They dance above the fields where the tall grass sways in slow waves, moving with the breath of the world. A rabbit stirs in its burrow, stretching before curling deeper into the warmth of its nest. A gentle owl shifts on its perch, fluffing its feathers before tucking its head beneath its wing. Even the trees seem to sigh, their leaves rustling in a language as old as the stars. And a girl, with her lantern in hand, walks on, feeling the pulse of the night, the rhythm of the valley, the slow and steady heartbeat of a world that is always gentle, always kind. She stops beneath a tree heavy with blossoms, their scent a lullaby, their petals brushing her skin like a whisper. She closes her eyes, letting the peace settle into her bones, into her breath, into her very soul. There is no hurry. There is no need to move, no need to do anything but exist in this perfect, endless moment. The stars watch over her. The valley hums its quiet song. The night is deep, and the world is at peace. And so she rests, cradled by the gentle arms of Everdream as sleep takes her softly, like the turning of a page, like the drifting of a feather, like the hush of a final whispered word. And still the valley sings. The night stretches on slow and soft, wrapped in the hush of the valley of Everdream. Above, the sky is a deep blue, dotted with stars that glimmer like quiet lanterns. They twinkle in patterns only the wise owl understands, tracing their stories on the wind. Beyond the hills, the moon watches patiently, casting a silver glow over the resting world. The valley breathes, the rivers murmur gently, winding through the land like threads of light. The trees, tall and steady, whisper as the breeze moves through their leaves. The grass sways, bending in slow waves, never hurried, never rushed. Deeper into the valley, the hills rise and fall like a peaceful breath. In a quiet clearing, tiny lanterns hang from the low branches of an old willow, their glow soft and steady. Beneath the willow, a circle of woven cushions waits, as if expecting quiet company. And soon they come, one by one. Gentle souls gather, drawn by the warmth of the lanterns. A woman, wrapped in flowing fabric that shimmers in the soft light, steps forward, carrying a small bundle of dried leaves. She hums, her voice blending with the rustling of the trees. A young boy arrives next, his hands tucked into the sleeves of his wool cloak, his steps light. A musician follows, carrying an instrument carved from smooth wood, its strings humming faintly before he even touches them. No words are needed. Silence is its own kind of welcome here. They settle into the circle, feeling the warmth of the lanterns, the hush of the valley, the steady rhythm of the night. The woman places the dried leaves in a bowl and, with a flick of her fingers, coaxes a tiny flame to life. It dances, golden and warm, filling the air with the soft scent of vanilla. The boy watches, eyes half closed, as the fire flickers. He leans back against a smooth stone, listening to the slow heartbeat of the world at rest. The musician plucks a single note. It drifts through the air, light as a feather, weaving into the spaces between the trees, into the curve of the river, into the hearts of those gathered. Another note follows, then another, each one falling like a drop of water into a still pool. The melody is slow, unhurried. It simply exists, like the stars, like the wind, like the hush of the valley itself. A fox, sleek and quiet, steps into the clearing, drawn by the music. It moves without a sound, ears tilting toward the melody. It curls near the woman's feet, its tail wrapping around its body, eyes closing as it settles. The lanterns sway gently, the fire whispers, the music plays on. Somewhere in the distance a soft chime rings, barely more than a breath of sound. It marks nothing, it announces nothing, yet it is heard. It drifts into the hush, into the melody, into the rhythm of the night, and still time flows like a slow-moving stream. The woman's voice rises, soft and steady, carrying an old tale, a story with no beginning and no end, a story that belongs to the valley, to the stars, to the dreamers who listen. It is not a tale of grand adventures or lost kingdoms, only soft moments, the warmth of a hand in another, laughter shared in quiet corners, the way light dances on water, the way the heart knows when it is safe. The boy listens, his breath slowing. The musician watches the flickering firelight dance along his instrument. The fox dreams beneath the willow's embrace, and the night listens too. Beyond the hills, the sky shifts, the stars tilting ever so slightly in their quiet waltz. The world breathes, the lanterns glow, and the valley hums its endless lullaby. And sleep, soft as mist, comes to all who listen.